Hi guys, hello guys, welcome back, I know it's been a very long time, and I promise you there's a reason for it. But before we go into this video, can we get a standing ovation for this makeup? Like, I look good, I feel good, and I'm here right now. It's been like, this video has been long overdue. I'm not even going to lie. I've tried making this video, but one or two things have been stopping me. So I promise you, it's not my fault. So as you can see at the title bar, this is a live update video. Reason why, hold on, I'm trying to clip my microphone. So basically, this is just going to be the reason why I haven't been posting in a while, where I have been, what life has been up to. Last year, I was moving from my apartment school. I think that was my last video, and before then I told you I was done. I signed out from university. So your girl is a graduate basically. Like, cheers. It's not all roses and whatever they call it. I'm not going to lie. Life has been really lifing, and it took me everything to come and sit right here in front of this camera doing this video because oof. Yeah. First thing first, I am officially a graduate because my results have been released. I'm officially a graduate. I'm starting my clearance soon, and hopefully, by God's grace, I should go for NYSC by November. That's the next batch. So that's basically that about my school, and also I'm done, and I'm waiting for NYC mobilization. Then to the next, I am no longer living where I am. Sorry, I'm no longer living where I was before. As you already know that I've moved away from school. I'm not in Abeokuta anymore. I'm not in Ogun State anymore. I'm not in Lagos with my sister. And some people don't really know what led to that. And the thing is, couple of months ago, my dad passed. Yes, my dad died, and yo, it was sad. It was sad. How did it happen? So, while I was writing my final exams, just 2 days before I start my final exams, I and my sister decided to video call my dad because we were fighting with him for a reason, and we decided to video call him. When we video called, he didn't pick up. Yes, he didn't pick up. Who picked up? My uncle. My uncle that is living with my dad picked up, and we're like, "What's going on? Why are you picking my dad's phone? Why?" And it was like, your dad is a little bit sick." In my head, I'm like, my dad is a little bit sick. My dad is the kind of person that doesn't fall sick, so I'm like, what kind of sickness could it be that I can't pick his phone? So at that point, I was already getting, already feeling some kind of way. We're like, no. Okay, show us our dad. He hung up. So it was already becoming suspicious, yeah. So he hung up. Then we tried calling again. He didn't pick up. Then he picked up later on, and we're like, "What's happening? Tell us what's happening." It was just like, "Your dad is just sick. Calm down. We'll be fine. He's just a little bit sick." In my head, I'm like, "Okay, a little bit sick. At least let's see his face." He was like, "The doctor is attending to him. Blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Doctor is attending to him." At this point, I was already nervous. I was already shaking because few months before that, my friend's dad died also, and my dad was still telling me, "Don't worry, everything will be fine." Because my friend's dad died of stroke. So it was like, dad, tell your mommy not to think cold so that it will not lead to anything. Or blah, blah, blah. I said, he was even talking about it, that stroke is a bad thing. God will not let us see it. So that was like March. So, and I'm like, what's going on? Then he showed my dad. Oof. I don't want to cry. Then he showed my dad. My dad was lying on the bed, lifeless. He could not move his body. That's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like seeing somebody you love so much in so much pain. Somebody that you see that is always active. Somebody that my dad is always active. He's always like, he's a very active man. He doesn't fall sick. He uses his drugs. He's always checking his blood pressure. I'm like, ow. Then my sister was like, she was going to go, but they were like, I should not go because I was starting my exams. Then she went. At this point, I was crying and praying like, God, please, I'm not ready to lose my dad. I can't do this. What will I do without my dad? Like, how can somebody that I saw like a few weeks ago be like this? Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. How can somebody be like this? He was in a vegetative state, if that English is correct. My sister got there and I was trying to call her. She was crying also that why is daddy like this? I don't know what's going on at that point. But luckily for me, when I was calling, when all this was happening, I was not at home. I was at my friend's place. So I had somebody that was just telling me it's going to be okay. You don't worry, we'll be fine. I'm not even going to lie, during that period it was very hard trying to read for exams, trying to prepare for my final exams, trying not to think about it. So everybody told me, oh yeah, that I was already getting better, but he has not opened his eyes, that I should continue with my exam, that daddy will be fine. So like my exam was meant to be for 2 weeks, it was spread out, so it wasn't choked up. So there's a weekend before the last week of my exam, so I was thinking I should go home and just go and be with my dad, and at least maybe if he feels his children around him, he will feel better. Then they were like, I try to know my siblings, my uncles, my aunts, all of them were just calling me, but in my head I never even thought, okay, something was wrong. All of them just told me, oh, stay in school, don't worry, anything you need, let us know, we'll send it to you, don't worry, your dad is getting better, he's responding to treatment, the doctor just said we should be praying, that he has not opened his eyes yet, blah 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 blah, that he's getting better. In my mind, so I was still praying, like I was praying, I'm like, I could not sleep. I was thinking, oh God, my daddy cannot die, this man cannot die. I was still praying that, okay, this man is still alive here. Then I signed out. That was the video. I know in that video you're like, this person doesn't look like. I was trying all my best not to show it. I was trying to be happy, just not to think about it. Then my parents, my mom, my sisters, all of them, they were trying to make me feel better, that daddy is fine, daddy is getting better. Don't think about it, though. Enjoy your FYB. You must enjoy it no matter what. That send me pictures, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, during the time of my FYB also, I was sending pictures to my dad, that daddy, I can't wait for you to wake up so that you see your daughter. That your daughter is finally a graduate, that your girl is doing it, daddy, please wake up for me. I was sending those messages every day. I was sending my FYB pictures to his DM. Like, you know, because I feel my dad is still alive, and they said this. Then when I was finally done with my exams, during that period, I became a drunk. I just wanted to, I don't want to think about it. So I was relying on something else to make me happy. I was always going out with my friends, trying to drink. I was always very high on alcohol. Like I was always drinking because I was really, really heartbroken. There was one night like that at my 5 week party. I was crying in public. I cannot take it that my dad is not feeling fine. I've not heard from him. That time, I didn't even know that my dad was dead. My dad died the day that my sister went home. Like that particular day. It was immediately like an hour my sister got home. That was when my dad died on her arms. And I didn't know. I was still praying that yes, there's still hope. Like he died. And meanwhile, I didn't know. Like 2 weeks, I didn't know. My friends knew. Everybody around me knew, except me. Like I didn't. Like, see, the thing is that honestly, you don't know how it feels to lose someone until you've been there. When my friend lost her father prior to my dad's death, that was like a month or two before my dad's death, she was very sad. I and my third friend were there for her. She was devastated. We tried to make her laugh. We tried to like keep her company, like everything will be fine. But at that point, it's not like I really didn't feel her pain. Do you get? Because I've never lost somebody until I actually lost my dad. So how did I know that my dad finally died? So I went home after my exam to finally say, okay, I was planning to spend like a week before I go back for my project defense and all, because I haven't done my project defense then. So that was the plan, to go home and be with my dad by the sick bed. Yeah, most of the clothes I carried, they were like cardigans, thick clothes, because I was planning to be at the hospital here. So I got home. When I got to my mom's place, I saw my uncles. I'm like, why are these people around? What happened? What is this? I just want you to know this. I didn't still think that my dad was dead. Because nobody wants their parents to be dead now. I still did not have it smile because I was still believing, I was still having hope. Yes, this man is going to survive this. So one of my uncles just called me, Auntie Sola. And he still even called me at that point. I still never even thought that my dad was dead. I was like, I thought he was just going to ask me about school. Then it was like, you will be fine, everybody will be fine. I just want you to know that your dad passed. In my head, I'm like, do you know I didn't even process it for like 10 seconds? I'm like, what the fuck is this man saying? Is this a joke? Like, I didn't even, like, I'm like, then it sunk in. I'm like, my dad is dead. Like, yeah, you are serious. My dad is dead. I say, you are going to take art, like, blah, 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 those rubbish talk, blah, 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 blah. I just started crying. Then, even as at that time, I didn't even cry like that. Like, I know I cried a lot, but I didn't cry like I thought I would, because it was not like my reality yet. Let me tell you guys, it was after a month that my dad died. That was when I knew that my dad died. Nobody told me. They told everybody not to post it. They told everybody not to not to post it, because they wanted me to be done with my final exams, so that it won't affect me. I'm like, so you people did not tell me that my dad has died since. So they kept my dad at the morgue. They didn't do his burial. They waited for like 1 month so that I will be done. I will be at home. I promised myself not to cry in this video, so I'm trying so hard. Yeah. So like, that was when it finally dawned on me that my dad was dead. Like, it was basically like I came home for the burial. So as I got home the second day, I went to my dad's place, to really like know what's happening, because my sister got home that same day that I got home here, so we went together. And when I got there, the house didn't even feel like the same house that I know. Like my daddy's brother that I said was living at the other side in the house, it was feeling like the landlord already. It was already like, I'm like, are these people even sad that my father is dead? Then I saw different people in the house, like they were feeling so comfortable. People that the house felt very different. I'm like, this is not the house I used to stay. This is not my dad's house. This is not how it felt. There was just this thing in the air. Then I went outside and they dug where they were going to bury my dad. Like this pit, that ground was dug already. And I think that was when it sunk in like my dad is dead. Olawale Shopen is gone. Then fast forward to the burial and the wake keep. So it was at the wake keep that I was like, okay, this one is gone. In my head before, so I was just like, nah, it's going to wake up. I'll see my dad tomorrow. Nah, my dad was joking. This is a dream. I'm going to wake up very soon from this dream. My dad will wake up. How can my father be dead? But at the wake keep, I'm like, for real, we are all gathered here for my dad's death. I'm not even going to lie, my dad was not a good husband, but he was a freaking good father, and everybody knows that about him. He was selfless, was always trying his best to provide the best for all of us. He was always there for us, was always providing. Before I called my dad once, he has answered 3 times. Like, he was always trying to make us to be okay, to be satisfied. He doesn't want anybody to oppress us, doesn't want any kind of person to come and be telling us. Like, that was the kind of person my dad was. He would provide, he would go through any means to provide our needs for us. And everybody knew about it, about how much he loved his children. I think the only thing that gave me a little bit of joy, should I say, was when people were talking about my dad at the wake up, and they were very wonderful things of how he had helped people, how he had been a great role model for people, how he had brought people up. Like, I felt so grateful that he was a good person. At least it's not like people were coming to say bad things. Like, a lot of people, I didn't expect people to even stand up and talk. And yeah, we buried my father. Let me tell you this. Death will show people's true color. Immediately my father died, the day my father died, my uncles, like my daddy's siblings, they were already talking about how my daddy sold family land of 30 million December. I'm like, my dad died March, and you're telling me, my dad died April, and you're just saying it now that my dad sold family land December. Where were you guys when he was selling it? People are wicked, that's all I can say, and I don't want to go further into this because this video is getting so long and I don't want to get into details. But all in all, I'm grateful for where I am. My results are out. I finished with 2nd class upper. I'm proud I made my father proud. I know he's definitely resting in heaven. And I just want to give a huge shout out to my sisters. Jesus, my sisters have been like my backbone. They've been the ones supporting me. They've been the one that have been there for me, telling me everything will be fine. Like, they've been like, God, I don't know what I would have done without them in my life. And my mom also. Like, big shout out to these people. Like, I'm just glad that I had people in my corners during those period, because okay, I'm getting better already. I'm like, definitely there are times that I'll cry about it, but yeah, it's been like 3 months, and yeah, I'm doing well. Anyways, if you are new here, please subscribe to this. Please subscribe to this channel. Like, you watch this video up to this present moment and you not subscribe, why? Subscribe, turn on the post notification button so you can be the first to see my video whenever I drop them. Like this video so that YouTube can put my videos out to other audience to watch. And also drop a comment. Yes, whatever it is, just drop it. Thank you for watching this video. I love you. Bye.